Yes, and one, his message from the outset was one of trying to make the church more open to what he called the peripheries. And you look at, say, even Australia, we don't have from one of our major cities a cardinal, but there is a Ukrainian bishop, Simon Love mentioned that in Melbourne, an archbishop who is going to be going to Rome as a cardinal. It was these sorts of appointments that I think surprised many, both within the church and outside it, that he didn't follow the script.
He didn't, no, certainly not. And especially with the choice of cardinals, of bishops, he shifted things in a major way. In the case of cardinals who elect the Pope, he chose many new cardinals from areas that had not had a cardinal before. And so he tried to globalise the representation of the church at that highest level. Pope John Paul II and Pope Benedict had already been moving in that direction, choosing a lot of cardinals outside of the conventional spheres of Europe, especially. But Pope Francis really moved that and accelerated it. And he chose sometimes cardinals from smaller dioceses that were not the norm, and passing over some of the major dioceses. And sometimes that caused consternation and confusion amongst people. But he wanted to choose the right kind of person that could represent the church, I think, that he thought was a pastor, someone who had a pastoral heart, who had a love for people and for the people of God and for people beyond the church. So someone not just wedded to certain ideas or ideals. Of course, they're important, very important. The church has a lot of teaching and a great theological tradition going back 2,000 years. But he wanted to see people who were engaged with people who could witness to the love of God in a very authentic and down-to-earth way like he himself could do. So I think that was a big shift in terms of choosing bishops and cardinals.